Yeah, I just wanted to, you kind of touched on this, but I think this is an important idea. Is really two things. This idea of decentralization, this is really what we're striving for on the federal level. I mean, when this nation was founded, it looked a lot more like these Apache tribes of states compacting together, keeping the power at the most localized, representative level as possible. And what's happened is it's been centralized to this point where we look like this government is like the Aztec Empire. And American politics is often about two sides fighting about who's going to run the Aztec Empire. And so, and you also, I think you also said something about reaching out to the left, and it's really important because what a lot of people that our liberal neighbors are not the enemy. They're citizens who want to live their lives as free people, most of them, if you talk to them. I think liberal people in leadership are our enemies, but you know, the idea is that if we communicate with liberal friends and neighbors of ours, and they understand that we're not just, that our end goal isn't just to try to install our Montezuma to run their lives, that ultimately what we want to do is we want to bring the power back down to the state level, local level as much as possible so that they can be free to live their lives as well. And I guess the question I have is do the people in this room really believe that? Like, are we committed that we want, that we're okay if California wants to live a little differently than Texas, and that we don't have to have our conservative agenda legislated over the entire American population the way we don't want the liberal agenda legislated over our lives? So I just felt like that was, you kind of were going there, but.
Yeah, I mean, the left-wing mentality very much more fits with the Aztec model of top-down. I mean, they think in sound bites. They tend to, if they hear it from people when it's the gospel, they're very a lot of these folks. Whereas on our side, I mean, you know, I think that, you know, Jesus comes down and tells us something, we're like, who are you, and how can you prove you're who you are? You know, I mean, we're very skeptical of everything on the right, and I think that fits with our nature of this decentralized idea. That you know, when you have folks, you know, that are kind of, well, I'll cooperate with these folks when I need to, and otherwise I want to live my own life, versus this sort of collectivist mentality. Progressive mentality, very collectivist. They want to be, you know, they don't want to think too much. They just want to get their instructions to do it.